Welcome to Yellowbrick Road. I am Jordan, and today, uh, I guess Candace finally goes at Erika Kirk, or maybe Erika Kirk went at Candace first. We'll react to that, but first, don't forget to share support. Hopefully, donate to all the links in the description box. Also, please check out the Discord link if you want to join that. We are in that Discord right now, and all opinions are welcome, ladies and gentlemen. All of them. They're all welcome. Don't worry. You're a Matt Hunter or Nick Fuentes. Your opinions are extremely valued here. You're all welcome to say whatever the fuck you want.
We do it because we love you.
If you're if you're a blue-haired leftist, you're also welcome. I love the idea of exchanging ideas. You is that shit from Idiocracy? Welcome to Costco. I love you. Welcome to Costco. I love you. That shit's so fucking funny to me. But
that Mike Judge boy just ain't right, I tell you what.
Either way, all opinions welcome. Just nothing pornographic or grotesque. That is all I ask for. And obviously, everything I show you in this video will be linked in that same description box. So, let's start here with Mr. Matt Walsh, who's, once again, playing teams, playing politics, and let's be honest, I think that's his job, to me. His job is to try to funnel people towards a team. It's not actually about truth, integrity, honor, morality. It's actually about strategy, most likely. At least to me. That's what it looks like. But either way, let's read his words. And you can, I guess, see for yourself. Here we go. There's one obvious hole in the Charlie Kirk assassination story, which is that leftist trans freaks were posting about the killing before it happened. That's the one thing you had there?
Oh.
Yeah, that's an opener.
That's
the leftist trans freaks. Oh.
Trantifa. Huh.
Okay, Matt.
It's definitely one of the openers of all time.
Potentially.
Now I thought
just reading these words here. Potentially. Potentially even more leftists involved in this plot. If there's a conspiracy, it's among leftist radical militants.
We're only a single tweet in, and I'm already wrecked.
Oh, Matt. Oh, fuck. Now
they want us dead.
I'm going to go vote Republican in the midterms now because, fucking trans Antifa fuck with us. Oh, fuck. I'm going to go vote Republican now.
Yes, bad.
Yes,
I love you, Matt Walsh.
Look at what this...
never changed that. Never changed.
Look at this shit.
What'd you say?
Sarah Stock, one post down.
Also the Armed Queers account that was taken down immediately after, and the reports of strange vehicles going to the killer's house. I've heard all these things, and guess what? It is worth, in my opinion, to investigate anything you can get your hands on, right? But what Matt Walsh is doing, to me, what I think he's doing, is not authentic. It's not for the sake of learning about the truth. It is heavily politicized, meaning another person that I feel comfortable saying, I care more about Charlie Kirk than this person does. Thank you, Matt Walsh, for at least letting the world know that. Let's finish reading his statement here. That would seem to indicate that there were potentially even more leftists involved in the plot. If there's a conspiracy, it's amongst leftist radical militants. But either way, all the evidence points to this being the work of at least one, possibly a lot more than one, radical leftist scumbag. They want us dead. They had they had every reason and every motivation to kill Charlie, and they did.
That's right, Matt. I'm a radical leftist militant. You're going to get your free healthcare whether you like it or not. You understand?
I mean, like, come on. It's like, I can't read this and be like, this is a sincere, real person just talking. I can't buy that.
Yeah, no.
I just can't, man.
I got questions if you do. Truly. I do.
Oh.
Like, if you can still read that and be like, yep, that's exactly what it is. Yep, that's it.
The far left. Thanks, Matt Walsh, for clearing things up for me.
Right. Get back to the movie studio, Matt, where you really belong. Thank
Back
you.
in the cage, Matt.
Back you go.
What I want to know is, like, I'm sure he has, like, I'm sure he's got to have, like, a team of people for whatever the fuck he's doing.
Oh, for sure.
Does he run these things by anybody before he posts them?
I don't think these people do anymore. I don't think they do.
Yeah, maybe they had to get rid of people because fucking Ben Shapiro can't help himself. He just loses money.
Yeah, I don't. They should. I just don't know if they are.
I mean, do they like?
Would it be any better?
That shit we just read was so like slop that do they even need teams to think to say that out loud? Like it's just
How fucking embarrassing.
there's no nuance to it, no deeper thought to it. Just we know it's left. Just how many of them like that did the job? Okay, that's all we need to know. Like what? No questions about the 30-06 in regards to this stuff.
Nah.
I thought that was the
Fully
most obvious
ignored.
question. Yeah. But, okay. Let's hear from I guess someone on the opposing side of what Matt Walsh just said. Potentially, but here is Tucker Carlson, I guess, officially making a video stating what he believes in regards to this. And I'm sure is he in a bathroom? Like, is he taking a shit right now? Like, that just reminds me of a bathroom for some reason. Like, wood paneling wouldn't be good for a bathroom, would it? I don't know.
No, I don't think it would.
Like, for showers, wouldn't I, like, fuck the...
No.
What up?
I don't think you want that.
Yeah.
I don't think you'd want that.
But either way, it still looks like a bathroom to me. I'll take it. Here's Tucker Carlson on the Charlie Kirk assassination. Here we go.
In the 3 months since Charlie Kirk was murdered, I've really tried not to comment on the murder investigation in public, and it's not because I don't care, of course. I love Charlie and knew him well since he was a teenager. But I haven't said anything about it. I really tried not to say anything about it. First, because I don't really know anything that everyone else doesn't know. I've asked around, but of course, how do you know what the truth is? But the other reason I haven't said anything is because I know personally a number of the people involved in what's now become a very large story. I know them really well. And I really think a lot of all of them on every side. Candace Owens, I've known a long time. I love Candace Owens. Blake Neff at TPUSA once worked for me at a couple of different places, and I love Blake Neff. Erika Kirk, I've known since she was dating Charlie Kirk, and I love Erika Kirk. And I think these are all really, really decent people. And so it's been my desire for 3 months not to get involved in any of this. And in general, to think to myself, anybody who is earnestly searching for the truth, whether they're right or wrong, but as long as they're motivated by a desire to find out what happened and therefore honor Charlie's memory by getting to justice, anyone who's doing that, I'm not going to criticize. Again, no matter what track they're on, lots of us, and this has certainly happened to me, have good moments, but good motives, but wind up in the wrong place. But it's a sincere.
Did you hear that? He's not going to criticize Cash Patel.
Say that again?
He's not going to criticize Cash Patel. That's what he said right there.
Well, if you're going to say anything about fucking Charlie Kirk conspiracy, you have to say something about Cash Patel. You have to. There's no way around it. Right? Even though he's like kind of like fake, pretend lead investigator. I'm sure someone else is doing the job, but make sure Cash has his jacket on him. Make sure he has the right patch on his jacket, and make sure it says FBI in the back.
Make sure his girlfriend's finished her fucking country music show or whatever.
That too. All right, let's continue. Here we go.
That's a real thing, by the way. Look that up.
I have heard of such things.
Not you, Jordan, but you, the audience.
That's right,
done so already.
You's heard him. You's heard him clearly.
You heard it first here.
All right, here we go.
Lots of us, and this has certainly happened to me, have good moments, but good motives, but wind up in the wrong place. But it's a sincere mistake. So that definitely happens. I have done that, and so I've just wanted to stay out. And then the other day, I had like a 3-hour conversation with Theo Vaughn, and it was not about Charlie Kirk or anything related to it, but that topic came up. And I said, in effect, I don't trust the FBI. And that gave some people the impression that I was, accusing them of being involved in Charlie's assassination. And of course, I wasn't. And I certainly didn't mean to. But it gives me the chance now to say what I think, which is that we should not necessarily trust the FBI. And by the way, why would we? It's not an attack on, the political leadership of it. I've known Dan Bongino, for example, for a long time and like Dan, and don't imagine he would ever be involved in intentionally covering up a murder of somebody. I don't believe that. But Dan Bongino and Kash Patel, for that matter, are at the top of the org chart, but this is a huge organization and parts of it act independently from leadership. That's the nature of bureaucracy. So saying, well, I like Dan Bongino and don't think he would do something wrong on purpose, which is how I feel, doesn't mean that I trust the FBI or have to trust the FBI. And again, why would I? If there's one lesson of the last election, the 2024 election, it's that a lot of our biggest systems, our biggest institutions have rot in them, and that needs to be reformed. And as if we needed more proof of it, we'd learned what a lot of us suspected for years, that January 6th was in effect a setup, and the FBI was key to that setup. And it's still not clear that everyone involved in that setup at the FBI has been fired or punished for that. So
I'm going to wager that none of them were punished.
No American is under some moral obligation to believe everything the government tells you, particularly institutions or agencies that have a long documented, factually documented track record of committing crimes, participating illegally in our political system, for example, as the FBI has done, manufacturing crimes, setting people up, distorting justice. That's the opposite of their job, of course, which is to get to justice through facts and then to tell the rest of us how they arrived at this conclusion, to prove to the rest of us that the right people are being punished.
Okay, so in the Candace video, I believe she brings this up, but it's not this video of Tucker. It's kind of a follow-up to his interview where he talked about that, for at least a little bit. And I don't think I've seen it. I've seen like portions of it. I wonder exactly what he says that he's in question about, because once again, the simplest story about all of it is the 30-06, is it not? That's kind of the starter of like why people are like, what the fuck? And who's out here presenting that as like, here's this guy's guilty. See, look, we found his gun. It's people like Kash Patel, and if I had to guess, Dan Bongino as well. I like those guys. I like them. But they might also be screwing you over. I like Trump. I talked to him the other day. He's also going against every policy you claim to be, against. He's going with the bad shit. Tucker. It's like you're kind of like useless then at this point, isn't he? It's like you can't, nothing? Can't get an interview and ask tough questions? Hey, man, at the end of the day, we're friends. But even though we're friends, I'm going to ask you tough questions. But I love you because I'm your friend. Thus, it's not someone trying to like attack you. It's more so someone trying to be real with you. On camera, though. But I guess Tucker can't do that. Joe Rogan, he can't do that either. He gets personal phone calls and text messages from the fucking president while complaining about these guys' policies. They complain about their policies.
I'm talking about this. Stop it. You're gay. You get low ratings. You're gay.
What the fuck are you doing? All right. All right, let's hit play. It feels like kind of like, I don't know. It's just weird hearing people that have access to the guy that has policies that you complain about, and I don't see anything about it. We call them personally. I don't want to publicly embarrass you. Like, public embarrassment. This is about people, like, worried about public embarrassment while people are being fucking mowed down in other places. Like, come on. Public embarrassment. Weak. Here we go. Let him say his piece.
So we're not under any obligation. Of course, we shouldn't like invent theories to discredit the FBI, but it's not enough to have government officials tell us, well, this is the truth. We have a right, probably an obligation to say, well, can you prove it? And if you can't, I don't have to believe you. So if there's one thing that bothers me above all about the investigation into Charlie Kirk is that is getting lost as people argue over what happened. We are potentially letting our largest federal law enforcement agency off the hook. It is the job of the FBI to find out what happened and to tell the rest of us, not hide behind, well, it's national security, confidential sources. No, tell us what happened. Show us what happened. Convince us what happened. That's your job. And we shouldn't accept anything less. And by the way, when we do accept something less, then, new explanations fill the vacuum left by the FBI, which we pay to explain to us what happened. And so I'm going to really do my best not to talk about things I don't understand, state things as though I know them when I don't know them. I'm going to do my best to stay out of it because I love Charlie and I want justice to be done in this case. But the rest of us should remain skeptical. We have a duty to remain skeptical, and we should not be ashamed of our skepticism. Thanks.
No, thank you, Tucker. Thank you.
Thanks.
I feel so enlightened.
You want to hear,
fuck.
Do this thought experiment.
That was entirely empty. That was entirely empty.
This is where I'm going with the thought experiment idea. It's like, hey, what if they do just straight up get caught with, bullshitting evidence or bullshitting a narrative? Like, what if they actually are lying? Tucker Carlson. Let's say Cash Patel and Dan Bongino are just straight up lying about this case or Epstein or anything. Like, let's say they're just caught lying. What does that mean, Tucker?
The first time the FBI got caught lying about shit.
Yeah, but I want to hear Tucker because it seems like he makes a lot of these things seem like kind of normal. It's okay to question the FBI if they're lying to us about this or that. It's like, but if they lie to us about something like that, that's fucking crazy. That ain't fucking simple shit. Right?
That is dangerous.
That shit. Like, what would you do about that, Tucker? Honestly, God, I want people to imagine to themselves, what would Tucker do about that? Oh, they're good guys, but they have to lie here. Trump's a good guy, but he hired some bad guys. I don't. They should be fired. Does any of these things that you can imagine Tucker saying or doing in regards to that coming out, does it actually add up to the circumstances? I don't think
this makes me think of fucking Trump's last administration when he was doing all the shit Alex Jones said he was against.
Oh.
Well, there's just a reason for it. There's a reason for everything, okay?
Yeah,
for everything
always stops short of the person that's actually responsible, ultimately.
Well, you see, they're not really responsible. They're pretending to be responsible. It's like there's always this long-winded story. It's like, well, which is it?
I mean,
that fucking
Chris Wray,
right? Chess garbage.
Trump brought in Chris Wray as the FBI director. That guy, he's a Democrat. He works for the Democrats. Like, you hired him though. Like, John Bowen, bad guy. You hired him too. I don't get it.
He's bad too. It's like, okay, you're gonna run out of people. Oh.
But I'm not surprised by the Trump stuff. I'm not surprised by Tucker stuff either. But it's still I would want to ask his audience members that love and adore Tucker, oh my God, he questions Israel. See, I want to hear these guys well, what if they are lying? What the fuck is Tucker doing about that? What would he actually do about that? Would he make an expose or something? Like what?
One of Christopher Wray's favorite ways of answering to the Congress is, I'd love to tell you, but then our foreign adversaries would know how we investigate.
Actually, I think I know what you're talking about. I forgot exactly what he was talking about.
15 times. He's said it 15 times.
There's something he was talking about.
I'd love to tell you on this topic. No, it was multiple times.
No. I'm saying
I'd love to tell you how we got to this conclusion, but if I did, our foreign adversaries would know how we do investigations and what tools we use. So just trust me.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I was thinking of a particular topic. Was it Russiagate? I don't think it was Russiagate. And there was something else.
Russia.
It's something with
going
Christopher
back
Wray.
to my desktop.
Fucking leave then. Fuck. Anyways, yeah, it's just like these guys text with each other, they call each other, they go golfing together, like all these same people. Like when I brought up the Joe Rogan thing, like same thing there. Like this guy talks to these fools. Not saying like every day, but like at least a little bit, every so often.
Y'all are close. Y'all
Yeah.
talk. Y'all talk. They talk.
And Rogan's like, oh, why are they rounding people up like this? They're getting construction workers, they're getting fucking teachers, they're getting veterans, they're getting all these type of guys. Why are they rounding those guys up? Like, well, maybe text them and ask them. I don't fucking know. Rogan, but he's acting like he's like where we actually have no access. Like us regular people just don't have access to the fucking president, right? Or people in the administration or the FBI for that matter. We don't have access. But yet, these guys, like people like Rogan, pose these questions when they could actually ask these questions if they wanted to. They could.
To their faces.
Yeah.
Right to them.
It's incredible.
Face to face, text, phone, nothing.
It's like, I don't know what it is. It's like it would hurt their relationship with them. Or they're full shit. They could be full shit too.
It is a relationship business, so
yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, you don't want to ruin the UFC White House fight.
Dana will drag this fool if he did that. But I'd be like, honestly, I'd be like, hashtag worth it. To question this fool. Not to do anything like threatening or harmful to the guy, just questioning things. But all right, let's move on to Candace. Okay, so Candace is going to bring up the Erika Kirk stuff, or Erika Kirk on Fox News. I've seen that portion. There's a little bit after talking about Tucker Carlson. Maybe I play a little bit of that too, but for the most part, Candace versus Erika. What's going to go down? Fire tickets today, Ticketmaster.com. All right, here we go. Candace Owens with Erika Kirk goes off on conspiracy theorists. Here we go.
Okay, you guys. Now, I wasn't sure about Erika. I was waiting, kind of a situation for her to be in, obviously, having lost her husband, becoming the CEO and the chairman of a company. It's just a lot of transition, and it's nice to wait for more information before you prejudge or assume, make an assumption about somebody
your hand
maybe
back
it's not
and
based in reality.
Down with force.
Well, we are getting a lot more of Erika Kirk this week. I'll tell you that because she has been doing the rounds in the media really over the last couple of weeks. And she just gave an interview live with Harris Faulkner on Fox News where she finally addressed the quote unquote conspiracy theories. And I have to say this because it's true, but it completely missed the mark. For me, I am sorry, it just has. But the good news is that she is now unmurkying the water in terms of her intentions with this massive political organization. That's good news, truly, because we knew Charlie, and now we are getting an opportunity to know Erika. Plus, later on in the show, it's knives out for Tucker Carlson. As always, he's trending right now because he has officially waded into the who killed Charlie Kirk narrative.
Yeah.
And since he is not a bought and paid for Fed, he is siding with not just the American
people. That
little
3-minute video we watched, that was him weighing in?
No. And it was 5 minutes. That was probably a response to the response. His actual first bringing it up as a topic. I think he was like on a that's why I don't know. But she plays it. She plays it though. All right, here we go.
People worldwide. And he says that he's not buying the official narrative. And there are some lingering questions. And he confirms what I told you about the Egyptian planes. So let's jump right back into this. Welcome back to Candace.
Not a fucking chance.
They do tend to focus on the evidence that's in front of us. Obviously, asking questions when we come up across something that someone has said and it doesn't add up, or if they lied, create a list. And you guys were coming after me because I was saying, look, we can write into our imaginations how Erika is.
I'm getting a strong fucking delay again. Sorry, YouTube. I'm gonna leave the call and come back and see if that works. Here we go. Yeah, that's my shit fucked. I'm good.
Thinking or how she's feeling or what she should be wearing,
like
but she hasn't actually said anything yet, right? That was my stance. She hasn't actually said anything yet. Give her a chance, okay? And now she is making the rounds in the press because Charlie's book, his posthumous book, is coming out about the Sabbath. And she's speaking about the quote-unquote conspiracies as she sits down with a lot of these news anchors.
This was hilarious.
She's sitting down here with Harris Faulkner, and I just want to show you a couple of clips from this sit-down, which is now trending. And she begins by addressing the question, which has been in the air, regarding where Charlie Kirk is buried. That question resurfaced this week in a big way because Milo Yiannopoulos and a few others have asserted with absolute certainty that Charlie has not yet been buried. That's what they're saying. They say they have proof of that. And at first, Harris Faulkner is asking about that claim.
We're really going here.
Talk to me.
Well, Candace is gonna, once again, I'll give her credit for being clever, although being clever is like, whatever. It's usually something devious happening if it's in the world of cleverness. In my definition.
Say clever to what end?
Yeah, in my definition of things. But she's gonna present this, but I never attacked her. I didn't do anything like this or that. But look at this though. She'll slowly slide a folder to your direction. But look at this. What happened? It's like,
oh shit.
I love Erika Kirk, but look at this. That's what I'm smelling as a thing, possibly, but
I wouldn't doubt it.
He's like the gangster movies when they're sitting down for dinner and one guy's pointing a gun under the table, like that.
Yeah.
You don't see it coming at first.
Yeah.
You're breaking my heart, Jesse. You're breaking my heart.
All right, here we go.
Is asking about that claim. Take a listen.
Talk to me about this part of the conspiracies that are out there, this disturbing part that people are trying to guess where Charlie is.
Can I have one thing?
She knows, bro. Candace knows that people will look at her as fake.
Can my children have one thing? Everything was public. We will be building the most beautiful memorial for my husband at Turning Point USA, and it will be for the world to see, and it will be spectacular, and it will have basically museum style for our Charlie, for my Charlie. But can I have one thing? Can my babies have one thing where we hold it sacred, where my husband is laid to rest, where I don't have to be worried about some secular revolutionary coming and destroying my husband's grave while my daughter is sitting there praying?
What the fuck is this?
This
secular revolutionary?
Yes, he was Charlie.
Nah, the shit she does is...
So many people love my husband, and I am grateful for that.
My God.
The Trump, in Trump's office is just mad creepy. The next clip.
Oh shit. I'm ready.
It's really just so fucking weird, dude.
Oh, that's the Candace is aware.
The India ambassador or something, and I don't know her relationship, but she's friend. I don't know. Just the speech she gave, Mr. President. I'm so humbled that my husband was such an avid supporter of you. It was just fucking. Oh my God.
Listen, that reaction you just heard right there. That is Candace is aware that people see that when they look at Erika Kirk and some of the videos and on stage presence or the thing we're going to see later. Candace is aware of that. So she could be like, I would never insult you. Ever. I would never, ever do that. But look at this.
I would say...
I think she's doing it. It's so actually kind of creepy in a way, but...
I agree, yeah.
I would say I'll trade you keeping Charlie Kirk's cemetery secret for the autopsy.
But they supposedly have an autopsy, right?
No, they've never shown that publicly. It was supposed to be October 10th. It was supposed to be October 10th, released to the fucking public. It's not been released to the public.
Oh, really? Did I hear that?
Yeah.
Or I thought it was.
I heard it here that it is 2 months that they have a time frame to present an autopsy on anyone.
Okay, that's the technical thing. I think they might be. I thought they were kind of holding back for the sake of the trial.
Normally, it's
has
a
been
week.
Their excuse, right?
No, once you're dead, how you died is public, as in autopsy.
But they're gonna put it in the category of, oh, this situation's so political, and if we release this, we're gonna quote unquote tamper with the potential jury or whatever.
You know what? I wish they would at least say that. I
think that's kind of said,
because
but
they ain't saying
not
nothing.
in detail. I think it's kind of said, but not in detail.
No, it's forgotten that his autopsy was due by October 10th. Normally, it's within a week.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
But there's a deadline for the public to know of anyone's autopsy within 2 months.
I don't think most people are going to know that, and because of that, they're going to say, well, hey, listen, the cops, the FBI has his autopsy. We're leaving it with them because they need it for the prosecution for the court case, right? Like, I think they would just say that. And I think most people would just believe them. Not most people, but like, not internet people, but
wiped under the rug.
Yeah,
it gets wiped under the rug. Sure.
Yeah. All right.
If you're not plugged into this and following it closely, then you might believe them.
Yeah. But like guys like the Chris Masterson, right? The Peak Prosperity guy, he wants to see that shit because he wants to be like, okay, now we can just actually tell the angle of the bullet or angle of the shot, right? And where the bullet went inside of Charlie's body. That's like guys like that want to know for sure. But all right, let's keep playing. Here we go. And just once again, Candace knows how Erika Kirk looks, so she doesn't have to go on a rant. It's like, you little liar, you doing this, you doing that. Candace does not have to do that. If she wanted to make Erika Kirk look bad, she's like, well, look at all my content, and now look at her. Oh, look at her. That's all.
I'll run that subject, Jordan. Remind me to help you practice your Candace Owens bit sometime.
Look at my little baby. I hope it's a Cheney.
Oh, my beautiful little baby. All right, there we go. Did you have you went on a fucking spree with that fucking animation or something? Little
I neither
binge.
confirm nor deny.
All right, let's continue. Here we go.
Sitting there praying. One thing, that this is my husband. Yes, he was Charlie Kirk to the world, and I know so many people love my husband, and I am grateful for that. But this is my husband.
Bitch, we knew him first.
I want to be able to have one thing left that is sacred to our family,
I'm sorry. I'm going to rewind again. Forgive me, audience. But let me ask you, has anyone heard of Erika Kirk before Charlie died? I'd never heard of this woman before until he died. Like, straight up.
I knew she existed, and that was about it.
I didn't know this guy was married. I didn't know he had kids. Like, I wasn't like a fan or anything. Like,
same. I didn't even know.
I didn't know about
this
the
guy
kids.
was
fucking
No.
That guy.
Didn't know about her.
Married.
Yeah.
To be honest.
I guess maybe the avid fans knew or whatever, but like, I never heard of this person until after.
I don't even think Candace knew.
Unfortunately, Charlie got fucking killed.
I don't think she'd ever. I don't know if she'd ever gone on camera before this shit happened. At least not in this capacity.
Yeah, I swear I'd never seen this one until that
Charlie's
happened.
Much more known now, obviously, and she basically took a spot, right? Like in the company or in
on the business side. Yeah.
No, it's fucked up. I was wondering, like, is she allowed to remarry?
Yeah.
Or does she have to play this
role? Crazy, bro.
No, not for like some crazy. I'm just saying, like, is she allowed to like divert from him ever? Or is
probably not. Probably not.
Nah, right? She's gonna have to carry that shit. She's gonna have to have like menage a trois behind people, like no one can know about it.
Yeah.
Nobody can know about that little.
She can't publicly remarry. I don't think.
No.
No.
Charlie made you.
Nobody can know about her little love nest with
There's got to be a time limit. There's got to be, right? If like 10 years go by, like no one's gonna be mad at her for dating someone.
Maybe.
Right?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
I mean, she should do whatever the fuck she wants.
Oh yeah,
but not like in those circles. That's probably not allowed.
Good luck.
Not
allowed. I assume you're going like the PR angle. Like, can she actually like publicly be like, all right, this is my new husband, Bob. Right?
Nah,
she can't do that, right?
PR, nah. That's
there has to be like 10 years go by, right? Some shit. Like,
she should be able to go do whatever she wants over there, where I don't have to see it, because I don't want to see it.
Yeah, I mean, no offense to her, it's just like I would not even really, other than the Charlie Kirk case itself, I would not even know this.
No, wish this person
existed. So, her dating life, that's her fucking shit, right? That's her life shit.
But for these little simp boys, like, nah, you can't.
That's kind of fucked up.
Charlie. You can't abandon Charlie's. What? I don't even know what you're abandoning if he did do that. These simps would say something though.
It'd be another scenario where I end up caring more about Erika Kirk than the fucking fans do. It's like, let her live her fucking life, you idiots.
For her own good and just for the sake of her kids, I think she should stay out of public view.
It's too late now because that's the point that Ann has.
Did that? His parents were smart enough to do that.
Parents, I have no idea what the fuck they look like. No clue about them.
They're winning on that. Yeah,
when Erika leapt up, which is funny enough, Ann. The point you just brought up right there, where like she's kind of jumped into the public eye, like as far as the organization goes. Jesse brought it up too. Candace will make something out of that, and with her counterpoint. But God,
I think that's fair. It's fair to bring up, like, who the fuck were you? Like, where were you all this time? Like, now you.
I agree.
Yeah. Like, it's a little weird. Like,
I agree.
But it'll 6 months from now. I'm wondering, like 6 months from now, what's Erika Kirk gonna be up to? What are we gonna be thinking about in regard? Is she gonna like launch something off this? Everyone else seems to be launching shit off Charlie's death.
I mean, as far as I understand, she's already doing stuff, right? And
the only thing I know about Charlie's dad, the only fucking thing I know about Charlie's parents is that his dad is an architect, and that he's apparently a very regular Republican donor.
Okay.
I'd figure. But all right, let's continue.
His dad's been at one of his campus appearances.
Okay, I have no clue what that human being looks like at all.
Don't know, and I don't really want to know.
Yeah, that's unless somehow it becomes significant in regards to his murder case. I don't need to know what his fucking parents look like, what they do for. I don't need to fucking know any of that shit. To be honest with you, but the point that Ant just brought up, Candace is going to kind of lean in that direction as well as far as questioning, but not too harsh, right? It's like I can't just scream at Erika Kirk, my guess, right?
Well, there's bullseyes on Candace, so she's got to fucking tread lightly on that subject.
Yeah, but
Candace never attacked Erika. So she can't divert from that canon, that life canon that's been.
She could do it if she showcases that Erika Kirk attacked me, which I think is when you listen to this little interview here with Erika Kirk, I think you're gonna be like, okay, she is talking about Candace Owens.
But wouldn't perception be like, like she's a grieving widow, like? Doesn't she deserve latitude, or like, and these idiots would say that she deserves latitude to say whatever the fuck she wants?
Yeah, but there's like blatantly showcase that Candace was saying, "Oh no, I love Erika Kirk. It's not about her. I love her. She's awesome, amazing." Right? But if Erika Kirk brings her like, well, this person Candace Owens is doing this. She didn't say her name, but we all kind of see that she's talking about Candace Owens, most likely, if I had to guess. To where, like, Candace fans, all, 170,000 concurrent viewers watching would be like, yeah, she did go at Candace first. Candace didn't say anything about her. She left her out of it. But now Erika Kirk is bringing up Candace. Where Candace can now, like, listen, I will never say a bad thing about Erika Kirk, but also look at this. That's when she slides the fucking folder across the desk.
Look at this. I want to. Let's see this point now. All right.
Okay. Here we go.
My husband's grave while my daughter is sitting there praying. One thing, that this is my husband. Yes, he was Charlie Kirk to the world, and I know so many people love my husband, and I am grateful for that. But this is my husband, and I want to be able to have one thing left that is sacred to our family, to my in-laws, to my babies, and to my parents. One thing.
Okay, so on its face, I actually agree with that. I think that when people are being buried and where they're being buried and how their funerals are done, that is very private matter. Okay, so objectively, I agree with what she's saying. Okay, but subjectively, because we are dealing with the subject of Erika Kirk and what transpired immediately following Charlie's assassination, this is going to be read as Meghan Markle syndrome. Okay, Meghan Markle syndrome, where you want privacy when you want it, but you want publicity whenever you want it, and that just doesn't work.
And
it doesn't work that way. I honestly think it was said best by Bethany Frankel, not related to this situation. Bethany Frankel was on Real Housewives,
that needs to be very, very well defined. What she just
wait though, she's gonna play something for you, but also you just heard her bring up, like that's almost like a kind of like another sneak diss, right? It was like, like the Real Housewives of whatever the fuck, right? Like I think Candace is fucking crazy.
There's a little of that. I mean, Candace didn't have to tell me that for that idea to exist. Like that, kind of there for Candace to bring up.
Anthony, imagine, like, I say this about movies, right? Where sometimes people where motherfuckers don't realize they're being insulted in the movie itself.
Yes.
Candace is doing that right now. I think she's doing that with Erika Kirk right now. She's insulting her without saying insulting things. She's like, oh yeah, it reminds me of just what are they called? Real Housewives of whatever the fuck, like almost like.
Yeah,
and then she plays like, hey, you can't have both ways. You can't be like private when you want to and public when you want to, right? You get that it is what you step into the light or you stay out of it. Is basically what Candace is saying, and then she's gonna play a clip that has been circulating, like early days, the Charlie Kirk stuff, where people were calling that like, yeah, look at this fake reaction. Why is there a cameraman? What are you doing here? But Candace will say it in a very nice, sweetheart, Tracy Fleck from Election way, where it's like kind of a diss, but sounds like it's being cordial or nice. It's like she's playing the game, bro. She's playing that game shit.
Bless your heart.
Exactly. Bless your heart. Like that. Exactly. That is what I think she's doing.
You want my opinion? Any hope of this being a private affair, assuming Erika really cares about that, because unfortunately I do feel like it's an open question.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
If you wanted Charlie's funeral and burial to be a private affair, any hope of that was out the fucking window the moment that Trump and Stephen Miller and them tried to turn it into a fucking Nazi rally.
Yeah. Who knows exactly what's going on? There's plenty of sus things that I have no problems asking about. It's just I'm not going to hide my hand when I throw my stones. Pause.
Well, what about the counter argument, Joe? Of well, Charlie was so loved that his acclaim reached the highest levels of like government and all that, and public officials chiming in to pay respect. And well, you know what I'm saying on the surface.
Well,
like you could argue that a lot of the limelight Erika Kirk's involved in was out of her hands. It's just the nature of what Charlie created for himself, artificially or otherwise.
He didn't create any of that himself.
Yeah, that's why I said artificially.
Like to that point, I would just tell them to watch the footage of the funeral. Trump and JD Vance and Stephen Miller, they are not fucking there to pay respects to Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk was a fucking tool to them.
Yeah. Well,
I agree.
It wasn't the funeral. It was the
memorial
morning extravaganza memorial event.
Yeah, they turned this They turned the shit into a fucking fascist rally.
The Cardinals gave their stadium to the TPUSA to hold that. I guess it's a rally, really.
It's like the very, very worst of politics and WWE.
I'm sure the White House was like, "Get, you're gonna let this happen," and yeah, let it happen. I'll give you. Don't worry, I'll help you out on the side over here. But for now, you're letting this happen. And once again, that idea right there about the memorial plays into the whole thing that Candace is like. I think what she's actually doing, which is like, do you guys believe this?
She's making bank off of this shit.
Well, I'm saying like with the, once again going back to Erika Kirk, right? You have the. Oh no, I love Erika Kirk. I love her. I remember when she met Charlie. It's so beautiful. What an amazing night. But also look at this. It just slides that fucking folder over. Like, look at this stuff. She's doing that for the sake of her own. What's up?
Saying that's fucked up of Candace to do. Like, she's not being direct about.
I think most of what she does is fucked up. To be honest with you.
Judge.
It's fucked up, but it shouldn't surprise anybody either.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me at all. It just is what it is when you're watching it go down in real time and just trying to like call it out. And fans get so locked in, they won't be able to. You can't say nothing to them, right? They can't hear a fucking word you're saying to them. But yeah,
I wondered.
They don't want to hear.
Does Matt Hunter like Candace?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I mean, he likes a lot of black guys, black people.
Oh yeah, he loves Thomas Sowell. I forgot.
And now he likes like Tommy Sotomayor. Look at these black girls out here shaking their booties at graduation. See, look, your own people are doing this. I'm like, I don't know these guys. I don't know these fucking people.
Yeah, Matt Hunter's like, yo, Matt, why you keep watching these videos? Like, what was it? Remember he showed us man, I'm getting off topic, bro.
Africa.
I'm getting off topic. He showed us like a video of like a brawl happening at a Burger King or Popeyes. He's like, look like you guys at.
Every fucking day.
That was funny.
Like, yeah, are you out of your fucking mind, my man? Answer's probably yes. I think he only watches black content creators, bro. Maybe that's just it.
You watch how to make doobies for the women at the.
You might be right.
Popeyes? Or was it Waffle House?
I don't know. There's one for
Waffle
like
House is where they have all the fights.
There's like a Weaves brawl, bro. They're like, yo.
How to stitch a weave and shit.
Like, yo, Matt, what the fuck are you want on your free time, bro? Like, yo, man, we all die. You know that, right? So, like, this is what you spend your fucking time on? Are you serious? What a fucking waste. Holy Christ.
He is serious.
Like, I surround myself with my fucking heroes. Not, look. He's just... What the fuck? That's some loser ass shit. It really is.
He got World Star's homepage just so he could affirm his beliefs.
All right.
He paid World Star.
I think he watches a lot of Lexington Steel.
A lot.
Yeah. Probably a lot. Him and Ghost. All right. Let's play here. Here we go.
I'm gonna bounce.
Okay, it doesn't work that way.
Stay for the rest of us.
I honestly think it was said best by Bethany Frankel, not related to this situation. Bethany Frankel is on Real Housewives, a reality show, and she was referring to one of the housewives who lived her life very publicly, showcased her marriage, was buying tons of Louis Vuitton bags, and they had tons of money. And then when their relationship soured, the housewife basically asked the public for privacy. And Bethany was like, no, this isn't how it works. Like, we were riding with you on the way up. We're riding with you on the way out. You don't get to like pick and choose when you want privacy and when you don't want privacy. And subjectively, as it, in the matter of Erika Kirk, this is the same person who had somebody record her over Charlie Kirk's casket. That was not our business, truly. And I can say that decision was made by her. And there is, some credence to the claim that everybody grieves differently. I wouldn't even record myself over a casket ever, okay? Some people maybe perhaps want to have that memory. But the decision to publish that, you crying over your husband's casket, and to publish his dead body on Instagram was a decision that was made by Erika. And we can watch that. Take a look.
Oh, I love you.
And there it is.
I love you.
Whoa.
I know.
That's him, bro?
You ever see this happening?
I love you.
No, I've never seen this.
Oh my god. Yo, ask yourself, Anthony, who's filming this?
Bless you.
Huh?
Simple, probably. Dude, that looks crazy.
That is an incredible.
Crazy, bro.
When I first saw it, I'm like, what and why?
That's crazy, bro.
Remember, it's her like, oh my god, I miss you and all this stuff. But she knows there has to be some. It's like the zoom, the closeness of that means someone like is right there. She can see them hovering over her, recording all of this, right?
Okay.
It was like, yo, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah. Remember,
the final boss.
This coffin was in the studio. That's where they. So this is where they have all their cameras and stuff.
That was that's a phone, probably, right? I think that was on IG. I think.
Well, it could be a phone for that shot, but this coffin thing was in the studio.
Like if I would expect if that wasn't fake. Like, yo, if Erika Kirk saw some fucking weirdo recording, she'd knock that dude the fuck out. Like, what the fuck you? Like, that's the reaction I would expect. She realized, like, yo, you're fucking recording me as I'm having a personal moment with my ex, my fucking deceased partner. Like, that's fucked up.
Doesn't the reaction
look
like
more fucked up if she's in on it? That's the real fucked up part.
Once again, I'm not trying to.
No, we can't. We can't know. But
I'm just asking questions, bro. It is.
Nah, that shit looks crazy. That shit looks crazy.
Doesn't it come off as like this is the first time you seeing him in his coffin, right? Like clean, like I'm sure she saw him like probably like work status dead, right? But now she's seeing him like in his suit, in a casket, all that stuff, and it's like I don't like I can't not see that she would be like, yo, hit record. All right, here we go. I can't not see that right now with that situation right there, because if someone did that behind her back, she'd be like, yo, I'm gonna fuck you up for that. Excuse me?
Yeah.
This is my private moment. You're fucking recording? Excuse me?
She's not. Apparently she's not.
And Candace is like, I'll take advantage of that. Watch this. Here's this little folder. I don't hate her. I don't hate Erika Kirk, but look at this.
It did happen. It did happen. I'll give her that.
Well, this woman's a fucking psycho to me, bro. Candace
Owens. People can grieve how they want, but let's watch.
Yeah, I'm not saying she's a part of the conspiracy, but also you can look at this. So, here you go. Take a look. What do you think? It's like she's doing that shit, bro. She's doing that, bro. Okay, here we go. There's more candy.
Incredibly personal and an incredibly intimate moment that you invited the public into. Okay, there was no reason to do that outside of wanting to share something that was very private with the public. And now you fast forward 3 months removed, and it's why does the public want to know where he's buried? It doesn't work like that. You have to make a decision. I want this always to be private, or I want this always to be public. That's my personal feedback there. Later on in this same interview,
see how her point. You see how her point, like the point was to play the video. I think her actual motives were to play the video and see, like, look how fake this is. But she's not going to say that. She's more so saying her actual on the surface point is, hey, you can't be, public when you want to be and private when you want to be. Like, it has to be like, if you're a public person, now you're a public person. It is what it is, right? That's what Candace's on the surface point is. But in reality, what's she actually doing? She's saying, hey guys, look at this. Look at how fucking fake this looks. I think is what her actual motives are, which is like so fucking Tracy Flex psychopathic to me. But go ahead, Jesse.
Well, we know Candace.
Yeah. I mean, I completely agree with that, but I'm wondering like what they're actually talking about. So is it that they're not sharing where the grave is, and that's an issue? Like, Candace saying that you have to?
I think it's Erika Kirk brought it up on Fox News, right?
Right.
And I think where Candace is going is she's saying like, okay, on the surface, right? The investigation, right? The investigation. And because of that, because people have questions, Now that you did all this like public stuff, we have the right to ask for public answers, right? Since you've done all this public stuff already, I think that's kind of her logic. I think.
Okay, but I mean, I just don't. I don't see her last statement saying, "Okay, you showed us this, so now you don't have the right to have private where he's located." Is what I'm hearing her say, like where
Which
they
is
buried
stupid.
him.
Yeah, I agree. It's stupid.
I didn't know it was a secret, but like, okay, if it is, like, I mean, what would you even do with that information? Unless somebody's gonna go there.
But
why does it help anybody?
Here's the weirdness of all this, Jesse, is that on one hand you have Erika Kirk saying, "Can I have one thing, just one moment, one situation for me?" Right?
Yeah.
And Candace is like, "But you just did this whole little coffin thing right here. What's that?"
Yeah.
Almost implying, like, in reality, she's kind of implying, like, are you helping the cover up? She's kind of asking that, actually.
Right.
But
yeah,
in words on the surface, she's like trying to play with her logic to, you know what I'm saying? Like
and Erika wants
you made
one
this public,
private
not
moment.
me. You made it public, right?
She wants this privacy. She making a statement on Fox News. Somewhere I saw somebody commented this is her 5th appearance on Fox News this week.
I mean,
for the privacy, for the desire of all this privacy.
Well, she's selling a book. She's selling I guess, I don't know what the book's made of, but it's something with Charlie Kirk. Maybe it's diary passages, words he said. I don't know. But they're writing a book. They have a book.
Candace's?
No, not Candace.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Erika
Candace
Kirk
not
is doing a media tour showcasing. Like,
Oh,
hey, here's
my bad.
a book about Charlie Kirk. Maybe it's his own words, as in like the his
Okay.
journal or whatever. I don't know. Well, not all,
Got you on that idea, Candace.
Already, bro? That's crazy.
Candace is writing her book.
Yeah,
like she's
2 months,
this
bro.
is the book in the making.
All Candace has to do is just like, hey, there's a book coming out, isn't there? Look at this. That's all she has to do. I'm telling you.
She's spoken.
Well, people are already looking at the Erika Kirk lady sideways because of these things. All Candace has to do is like, oh, I love her to death, and my best friend. But look at this. That's all she has to do. But look at this.
But look over here.
And it's going to work.
Mm-hmm.
Because some of these things do look weird. I'm not going to say they're devious or something. Like someone's being doing something corrupt or bad or whatever the fuck. I don't fucking know. But I can see why someone like on the surface seeing it would be like, oh, that's weird. That's weird to me. I wouldn't be surprised by that at all. And Candace may take advantage of that. I'm just saying. But okay, let's keep playing. Here's more of Candy. Here we go.
Interview, she launches into a strong defense of Turning Point USA employees who have, just as a matter of fact, told many lies, many inconsistencies. These are verifiable. So they are currently lying to the public, or they have lied to the public, but she is going to deliver quite an impassioned defense regarding these particular individuals and the organization as a whole. And I want you to hear her passion. Take a listen.
What are they taking from you right now?
Nothing. But I will tell you what they are doing. It reminds me so much of chapter 6 in the book of Nehemiah. He is building a wall.
I can't.
And the townspeople are at the base of that hill saying, Nehemiah, calling him all these names, saying all these things.
Nehemiah.
I can't.
Every single time he had the same message 4 times in a row. I cannot come down. I am busy building.
I'm busy building.
I do
Shut
not
the
have
fuck
time
up.
to address the noise. My silence
He's a builder.
does not mean that I am complacent. My silence does not mean that somehow Turning Point USA and all of the hand-picked staff that loved my husband and my husband loved them is somehow in on it. We are busy building. And you know what I thought?
Is he building?
I thought these people are human.
Does he have
We're all
value?
grieving in our own way. And they are trying to find the answer to something that happened that was so evil. They are trying so hard. And I get that. We're doing the same. Anytime we hear a lead or anytime we hear anything, we send it
The
to the
finger
authorities.
point was fucking great right there.
No rock will be unturned.
The lead.
I want justice for my husband, for myself, for my family, more than
Whenever
anyone
leftists
else
did
out there.
this, they will
So
pay.
for me, you want to keep telling me to come down while we're building? I don't have time for that.
Can't come down.
Here's my breaking point on that. Come after me, call me names, I don't care. Call me what you want, go down that rabbit hole, whatever.
Down you go.
But when you go after my family, my Turning Point USA family, my Charlie Kirk Show family, when you go after the people that I love,
it screams inorganic. I mean,
I love you, Erika.
I'm not. You see why I was like I don't want to like go there, but it's just like it's your wrestling promo. I get like she's on TV, right? So maybe it's a little bit more like, oh my god, like bright lights and shit like that. But,
yeah, but like I thought we weren't doing that anymore, Erika. What are we doing, babe?
I hate your gut.
I don't know. I guess to sell the book. But I don't know. I don't know.
Gotta have that passion on Fox to really get the book across. So yeah, and that finger point.
I mean, yeah.
When I get a lead, we get a lead. So I just, it's so flat. It's all so flat. It comes off as flat. Now I know she's traumatized. She's been through a lot of shit. Of course, we acknowledge that. But it's like,
doesn't that feel like an alien scenario?
She's selling a book. Conflict sells.
Crazy.
Yes, it does. Ultimately, it's about the book sales.
That's man, like you have to like think about that. Once again, did not hear about this lady until after Charlie died, and like, like I wouldn't. I don't know. It just feels like we're in a simulation almost, like fucking scenario. Like you're now on these channels saying these things to essentially talk about Candace. I believe what happens. At least a little bit after this, I think, is where it's like, okay, this is clearly about Candace Owens. And it's like, but what?
Candace is like just waiting for her to. I feel like she's going to do the thing where she's like, now, this is all thrust upon her. Like she's kind of, I mean, I'm a little late, but like she gives her credit sometimes, but it's like in a funny way. It's like,
yeah,
she shouldn't be running the organization type shit. It's just, I mean, I don't care either way, but it's just funny. I can see her gearing up to do that too. As the woman keeps talking about, she's standing up for Charlie.
Yeah, it's just, I feel like Ed Lee sometimes are like, yeah, what is this?
Don't we all?
Like,
Don't we all?
Fuck. Where's like the real person that says that when they're on Fox News, like, fuck it, fuck this shit. Maybe it never makes TV when people like break out and really break out and just say some shit, right? Maybe that's hidden all the time, but like, how is
There's
it?
no one there. There's nobody there. No one's doing it.
Yeah, just
it is
just
that
weird.
sad.
It's surreal almost. Fucking David Lynch fucking movie. Okay.
It's like somebody sees this, right?
Yeah.
Like you get.
Like, yeah, I want the guy like pulling his hair out. Like, what's wrong with you people? What's going on here? Like,
right.
Like, where's that person ever show up?
Somebody's like, what do you mean? Everything's great.
Exactly.
Burning, it's on fire. Everything's fine. Calm down.
Good brain.
My total entire adult life. Yeah, it's great. Everything's great.
Oh man. All right. I good?
You said some of the brilliance of Vince McMahon was the blending of reality with the show.
Yeah, it's like surreal almost. Yeah.
Like there's a real component to it, and then there's the show component to it, and it's very much such a blurred line that does something, right? Like that's
That's why they call this shit fucking wrestling. Like, oh, it looks like fucking WWE, right? They say the little like the debates or the fucking beefs between this team or this person or that person, this content creator, that content creator. That's why they call it like wrestling. Is at least that's what I've heard, because like it's real but fake, kind of, to where it's like kind of surreal. Or just like, what the fuck is this shit? Either way, Sorry to take my psychedelics right there, but let's move on and keep playing more Candace Owens and Erika Kirk. Here we go.
After me, call me names, I don't care. Call me what you want. Go down that rabbit hole, whatever. But when you go after my family, my Turning Point USA family, my Charlie Kirk Show family, when you go after the people that I love, and you're making hundreds and thousands of dollars every single episode, going after the people that I love,
that's Candace,
because somehow
right?
they're in on this.
Yeah.
She's the only one doing that right now. Just be honest.
Look at her face.
I'm sorry, but that whole thing right there is frustrating. And I'm going to explain to you why. I just do not accept any of that. First and foremost, the idea that she does not have time. Okay, she definitely has time, okay? She's done Hannity, she's done The Five, she's done Fox and Friends, she's done Outnumbered, she's done Megyn Kelly Live. She sat down with the New York Times. She made time, by the way, in case you don't remember, to fly to D.C. for Sergio Gore to be sworn into the ambassador to India, as the ambassador to India, which feels kind of obscure and not necessarily related to Turning Point USA affairs, building affairs, or whatever it is. But sure, that's fine. I mean, obviously, you're also allowed to be a person if that's the homie and that's what you want to do. Sure, but we are indeed speaking about a
that's the homie
flight.
That's the homie.
Stand up next to somebody.
You're so fucking cool, Candace.
Charlie loved you. That was like the whatever 15-second speech that she gave, right? Here's actually, we have a clip of that speech that she gave.
We just randomly have that.
Well, he was also
He just got it all cute.
the guy named Charlie. We just knew him as Charlie.
Oh my God! Look at this weirdo next
so
to
much
you.
is here with us, and maybe you know how close they were together. Maybe Erika, you could say a couple of words, please.
Honored to, sir.
She said you could do this with your time, but let's watch.
It's hard not to get emotional because I know
Her hair
that
is
he would have been the
amazing.
first phone
Give her
call
that.
when he found out that you were going to be taking this position. And
Bro,
the
who
way
is
that I
this
was able to
Gambino?
witness the two of you work together for years and to champion and support.
Seriously, I don't know how else you can describe
That
it.
split back is crazy, bro.
And I am so proud of you. And Charlie is going to be with you.
I'm sorry for laughing.
This is a fucking great shot right here. Look at these guys. Look at this.
This
The lifeblood of the country, right here.
Timu, Gambino, Genovese family members.
It's amazing. I mean, I can't think of anything more fucking American.
All right, dude. This guy stands out in a crowd of thousands, bro.
And Erika Kirk.
Fuck my life, dude.
Whose biz is this, bro?
Trump's like, hey, Mr. Gambino, you ever heard of Charlie Kirk? Who? Ooh, what's Charlie? Never heard of him. Never heard of the guy.
What'd he do?
If I knew him, I wouldn't say nothing right now. So, like,
why
you asking me this? Huh?
His first words is gonna be, "Don't you ever pick sides against the family."
This is a great shot right here. What a little cast of characters.
Erika, I loved your husband.
Isn't
but
it
don't
like
you ever pick sides
movie-like?
against
It's
the
like
family.
surreal looking. Like, look at that. That's just weird. Like it's
right?
like a movie.
Look at this guy,
Top
bro.
of Candace's face, just like so into this. Look at it.
Timu,
Look at
Michael Corleone and shit. What the fuck is going on?
Dude, I'm looking at coasters and phones on the desk. I'm like, what am I
Right?
looking at? All of it
Motherfucking
looks
binder.
surreal.
You got a lot of
Nothing.
phones, bro. Holy
What are we
shit.
doing with these phones?
All of it looks surreal
Nobody's
to me.
calling these phones.
They're not even
laying
plugged
on-
in, bro.
They're not plugged in, right? They're not even plugged in.
Extensions or
They're
waves?
just fucking sitting there. They're props.
Chilling. Nobody knows what goes where.
Is that Ben Franklin right here? That's Ben Franklin, right? Right here? I think?
Could be, might be.
Yeah,
We
it
don't
is-
fucking
it is
know.
Ben Franklin.
Just propped up and shit.
The props are just like strewn about throughout the fucking place now. Like Ben Franklin. I don't know. Nothing's how it was, okay?
It's so weird.
It is.
It's like, yo, do any like regular people behave? Even Candace, she looks fucking surreal to like. It's like
Right. This is what I worked to get towards
I'm
to
sorry,
cover
man.
people
I'm
like
loving,
this.
I'm loving Erika's hair, though. That hair looks amazing.
It's coordinatedly
still
messy.
with-
If that makes sense. It's like wavy, but
Um,
coordinated and I guess clean looking, right?
Yeah, it really is. I mean, that's a very good way to put it. To be honest with you, I'm a little surprised. Yeah, very coordinated. I feel like she.
Hey,
I don't know. She looks different though.
fucking guy, man. I just got all the cool. He's like, what happened to this thing, man? We used to have rules, man. This guy, the fuck.
Oh, that shows what. Charlie who?
All right.
Never heard of the guy.
Who's that?
I don't know. But
okay, we need to add another thing to the soundboard.
Wait.
I don't know.
Wait, what do you mean by that, Allie? Like
what? Her just like she looks different.
Yeah, what do you mean? Yeah. I thought you were going somewhere with that. I'm curious.
No, nowhere crazy. For a second, I thought her, like her forehead did. No, I think her extensions are just longer, like in an overnight. I got really into this for a moment.
Her extensions are crazy, right?
Yeah, she just extended it a little too long, in my opinion. But that's okay.
Fair enough.
I mean, maybe none of this is real. I don't know.
Bro. She's got a gun switch on her hair.
Extensions? What extensions? Never heard of them. Who the fuck is that? No idea.
Hey, Joey from the Bronx. How you doing?
Erika, you're great. Don't ever change.
So, Mr. Gambino. Gambino who? Who are you talking about? Never heard of him.
He's like, who sent you, Benny Blanco? Never meet. I don't know him. Never meet.
I don't know nothing. Nothing at all. All right, here we go.
We need the Godfather too.
In spirit, and I will be
music when he goes to Italy.
What Godfather?
This is just an incredible opportunity for you, and sir, thank you for allowing Sergio to have this beautiful moment.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Devon.
That's just an ambassador to India swearing in ceremony. Again, if that's your friend, you want to be there, that makes sense. She's also a person, and she can decide what she wants to do there. But the point that I am making is that's a coastal flight that she made to be there to watch a paper get signed. She has also made time for an upcoming CBS News town hall sit down with Barry Weiss, which was filmed today. So, Erika,
you've been traveling too, Candace.
She has time. It is just
Hollywood.
Wait. She just did that right there, right? Oh, she did the interview with Barry Weiss, and we know who she is, and right? She's like kind of quietly implying things, maybe to get a reaction, and then she might just, all right, I'll drop the nuke now. I'm gonna wreck your shit.
She'll come back to it later if you don't acknowledge it now. It's okay. I just had to say it real quick. It's okay.
What are you doing in Romania, Erika? Huh? What are you doing there? I think it was Romania. The fucking her like religious mission thing. I think she had to do.
Oh.
Apparently, her pilot was Egyptian. There's some shit like that.
Just like for no reason. Just
flight log show that this pilot's nationality Egyptian.
That remains to be seen, or some shit like that, like for later. Will tell us, like, update us. Okay, thank you. Please update us.
Now, she did bring up. She said that these Egyptian planes were not following Charlie; they were following Erika. Candace has said that in the past. I think. I hope I'm not fucking that up, but I think she said that. So, like, she kind of like threw little nibbles out there, here and there, right? And then at some point, the hammer drops, I assume. Pause. All right, here we go. Here's more Candace.
Flight that she made to be there to watch a paper get signed. She has also made time for an upcoming CBS News town hall sit down with Barry Weiss, which was filmed today.
There it is.
So, Erika Kirk has time. She has time. It is just what she means to say, not her priority.
Fucking sure. She has time.
Prioritize things in your own life, but this is not a matter of time constraint. It is not her priority to respond to the majority. Actually, the majority of people think of this as BS. The majority of people think Turning Point is acting suspicious, and she does not feel that it is what she wants to do as a matter of priority, responding. Okay, that's fine. Now, to that point that people are making hundreds and thousands of dollars, I just don't get how there's not someone on this very large PR team, as we're seeing these PR campaigns go out, that doesn't go, hey, maybe we should strike that. They made $40 million like 2 nights ago at Mar-a-Lago. Maybe that feels kind of a little bit like let them eat cake-ish. Oh, and we've made more than separately from Mar-a-Lago. Turning Point USA, since Charlie was killed, just so you guys know, this is a fact, has made more than $100 million. That is separate from the $40 million they made at Mar-a-Lago the other night.
I can believe it.
So since Charlie has died, that organization has taken $140 million. But gosh darn you people.
Well, we got people living on the streets still, right?
Dollars every day on YouTube. talking
It's
about
almost like we make up our
Charlie
own world
Kirk's
if we want to.
assassination
It's
and the
crazy.
BS narrative that is being
This
fed,
kid, he
and
no,
the
he at the
very
crib.
obvious psychological
Crazy, man.
operation
Like we're in a dream
that
or
is being
something.
employed
crazy.
to make you accept the
Fresh
BS
water
that they
is
are trying
not
to sell to
optional for
us.
some people.
Gosh darn you. $1,000? Did you make $1,000 today? Speaking about Charlie Kirk?
Nope.
Well, you should be ashamed of yourself, says Turning Point USA, who in large part made that money because of those very people who gave to the organization immediately following Charlie Kirk's assassination. And
now, to be fair, Candace, that's still a lot of money for an individual to make on one video. To make $100K on one fucking video is also fucking crazy. Is it not? It is. That's a lot of money for one fucking video. And she's making 5 per week.
But
That's
I
crazy.
think,
All right, go ahead.
I'm not sure. The first time I heard this, I heard like 100,000s. But then when I reheard it, I heard hundreds, comma, or like thousands. So I'm not really sure. And
trust
right now,
me.
Candace said for people making hundreds of dollars, she emphasized the hundreds. So,
Oh yeah, on purpose probably. But yeah.
Yeah, on purpose. But that made me kind of think about like, yeah, she put those two together, and maybe she put it together on purpose. But I'm not sure how much she's making an episode for that. I have no idea.
I'll be honest with you. When I see 150 plus concurrent viewers or 120,000 plus concurrent viewers, and you see the end numbers where it's what 4 or 5, 6, maybe more million views. Yeah, my initial guess was $70,000 to $100,000 initially, just based on like my own experience of, once again, not big numbers or anything, but just like seeing how much money you make based on views for a fucking video that's monetized, right? She's making a good amount of money. A good amount.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so it's like that much. Somebody can make an episode. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know the numbers better.
I remember Timmy back in the day, and it depends on like what topic though. If you're doing like movies or nerd stuff or music, like I think that it's weighed different. The views are weighed differently, but that shit in politics, I think, is quite. You're making some money there. I remember when me and James would watch Timmy's videos, right, and he'd get like 200 to 300,000 per video, but he'd make like 5 of them, right, which adds up to like $1 million essentially, or over $1 million. And thus, this guy, I think we actually looked it up. He was pulling in $50-something to $70-something thousand per day.
Without pay, like advertising.
No, with advertisement. With advertisement. Like,
I mean,
just from AdSense, I believe. He was making that much money.
No, sponsorships. Yeah,
yeah, then you add sponsorships and super chats and donations, and go to timcast.com and fucking sign up. Right? There's more and more. You have Candace's book club, right? You have super chats when she's live. She hides it, doesn't she? We're on her video right here. Right? Live chat is not available for this video. But if you did see that, I think you'd see there's $10 here, $20 here, $100 there, like donations, right? And you have your own sponsors. Oh, get this, beef from this farm, 30% off with code name Candace. So she is making on top of that, her husband's already filthy fucking rich. So like she's just money and money and money and money. We saw her cut out a small section of a video. The Alexis Wilkins girl, right? Cash's girlfriend. We saw her cut that part out of her video not because she gets censored, as in like no one would see her content, but because she wouldn't make money on it. She wouldn't make money on it. That was the actual point of getting rid of that. I see gamers do that shit all the fucking time. Yeah.
I remember when she like the first week she started covering Charlie's topic. I noticed, like looking at her channel, the videos, like the enormous jump in numbers, right? And so,
yeah,
I thought back then, I'm like, she's gonna do this every day, and she's still going. Because it's just, I mean, imagine, because this is her business, right? Like your business going multiples level higher, and yeah, she's continued it.
Hey man, listen. Once again, if anyone's starting Candace Owens' fucking life or whatever, that's a problem. Like that's not good. I'll never be in support of that or happy about that in any form or fashion. But I will say, if I was writing a TV show, I'd merge my biggest seasons together. I would. I'd merge my Brigitte Macron with my Charlie Kirk story, to where it's the French trying to assassinate me, and the French had something to do with Charlie Kirk. Also, Israel's a part of that. Like all these things, like I said, Game of Thrones, like, almost like you built your own universe of things, to where now fans might go back, right? Your old content, your season 2 content. Hey, let's go look back at season 2 to see what Jon Snow did. AKA, let's go back and watch Candace's Brigitte Macron series to find out what she means by all this. Like, TV show wise, it works. I mean, perfectly it works for TV show writing. It does. It's just, I can't say I know that. I'm just saying, like, if someone was going to do that, this is what it would look like. I can say that. But all right, let's keep playing more of this. And once again, I've guessed in several different viewings of Candace Owens' I can't say her fucking name. Candace Owens' shit. Where I thought the season finale stuff would be, hey, look at Erika Kirk. She's suspicious. You know? I thought it'd be like the kind of the cliffhanger to leave you for like 3 weeks, a month. Then she comes back, mid-season finale, maybe just a normal season finale. Hey guys, by the way, Erika Kirk, something is not right about her, and I'm going to do an investigation. But first, it's Christmas and New Year's break, so I'll see you later. It just comes back like a month later and just redrops all this shit, and then starts tying everything together. I'm saying TV-wise, if you give 0 fucks about humanity and you're actually just doing TV stuff, that's what you would do. In fact, you'd show like, oh, Erika Kirk connected to the French. See, look. Here's her at a front in Paris, dancing or something in a music video, whatever the fuck, Miss Universe pageant, whatever. Either way, let's continue. She's gonna get to the the Tucker Carlson part as well. Here we go.
The thing that is especially absurd about that is trying to almost like, I want to be clear that Turning Point USA is my family. The Charlie Kirk show is my family. If that was a bib, like she's just expanding the wings of people that we're not allowed to critique because they're in the family. If you call them fam, you can't critique them, right? Oh, I'm sorry. We actually are showing a clip of Rob McCoy defending a pedophile or trying to launder the reputation of that's fam. That's the CK show fam. Oh, I'm sorry. We are actually pointing to the fact that we know for certain that this person in your organization is a sexual deviant. That's fam. That is my, don't you get me upset. I know that this is a now $150 million in the last 3-month organization and we employ tons of people, but you can't critique. You can't critique the fam. And I hate to say this, but I'm going to be very clear here. This is why there are many people who do not believe that women are equipped to lead companies because what you're watching here is an unbelievably emotional response that is absent of any logic, okay? If you really care about your team, answer the questions, okay? Just demystify the entire event.
This is for her audience.
Come out, sit down, answer the questions so people don't think
they should make
sandwiches,
right? So shut up and make
don't try to mom the organization and say, well, mother's upset because people are coming after her kids and all of this multi-million-dollar subsidiaries. That's my children, okay? The multi-million-dollar subsidiaries, Turning Point Action, all that, those are my kids. So you can't critique them.
I just want to add, apparently Nick Fuentes will be reacting to the December 15th Turning Point USA thing where they answer all your questions about Charlie Kirk, the Charlie Kirk case. because Nick is on the side of, hey, it was Tyler Robinson. And I believe the exact story they gave us and all that stuff.
Really?
Yes. And
he's really on board with that shit.
Yes. And some people are saying, "Oh, you're doing that because you want to be mad at Candace."
On Candace.
But I can't say I know. Either way, I just wanted to announce that. And
No
I'm
way
sure
Nick
we'll be
fans
watching.
can rock with that. There's no way Nick fans can rock with that.
They're at least with the Valhalla guy, the video I recommended the other day. I was like, hey, if you want to go watch it, I'm not going to watch the fucking video, but if you want to go watch it yourself. I watched it myself later, and
he excused it away.
No, he's like, yo, Nick, kind of sound like a Fed right now. What's going on?
Oh, that's why Ian Carroll. Okay, so that dude parrots what Ian Carroll says. Whatever Ian Carroll says, seems like Valhalla is most likely to say it.
Possibly, but I also think, like, based on seeing the guy enough times, it seems like he's already looking at that and leaning in that direction. For the Charlie Kirk story, right? He's like, Ian will add Israel. That guy, he won't. By his own words, I'm saying. Not saying what he... I haven't watched all his content, but what he said in words like, yeah, Ian does, the Israel angle and all that stuff. I'm not doing that. I'm just saying the 30-06 story doesn't make sense, which I agree with, personally.
It doesn't make sense.
And it's like, yo, let's start there and investigate this. I'm not saying who did it. I'm just saying that doesn't make sense. Which makes sense to me, as far as his position on that. But, yeah, people are like, yo, is Nick actually a Fed? Like, people are doing that now.
He might be.
Like, straight up, he's done it with the COVID stuff, the Charlie Kirk stuff. People are looking at him sideways because of it.
Well, he has a lot. He has a lot of leeway for authority. I see.
He has a lot of. Let's be real, John Bolton takes.
He does.
I think that the Charlie Kirk, his explanation of that, of just like, oh, these guys are they're smart. You're not. They have degrees. You don't. So thus we have to trust them. Or same thing with COVID, right? That it just screams just John Bolton to me, at best. Israel's bad though. They're okay conquering people. Just leave our money out of it. Like, wait a minute, huh?
I wonder if Amy also believes Tyler Robinson's the guy.
There's no chance. She's a quasi. I think she sees opium, to be honest with you. I think she's like, oh, maybe he could be like a guy that can break some walls down and stuff. Chris Jericho. Break the walls down. Maybe he could do some of that for us.
Sure.
But I think she's hopefully somewhat, to some degree, some level, aware it's not the real deal. It's not. I'm sorry. Sorry, Nick fans. You're being led astray, most likely. Either way, let's continue. Here we go.
Not a good idea. Okay, it may work in PR world. You guys, I know how it's an obvious PR campaign. It's never been more obvious of a psychological operation. I actually wish they would put me on payroll so I could help them make these things look more organic than having every single person that has been telling us to stop asking questions all make the exact same video within 4 seconds of each other, being like, whoa, Erika Kirk shuts down the No, she didn't even respond to one of the conspiracies. She gave us emotion. She said, I'm a mother, I am a wife, and we never asked about whether she was a mother or wife. We want to know if she is a CEO and a chairman. And a CEO and a chairman has to compartmentalize. A CEO and a chairman cannot respond to valid questions and critiques about finances, about shady actions that are being taken by people that require presidential pardons, people that are meaningfully asking why we are not getting a clear answer of what took place on September 10th. A CEO, okay, does not get to respond and say, that's my family. Okay, that's the energy of what I would expect from a mother speaking to a teacher, which I was this mom, like that's my kid, okay? And I'll shut this down right now. That's my child. This is not a child. Turning Point USA is an organization, and Erika already had an uphill battle to climb, like that she had to climb this because, by the way, just because if this was Goldman Sachs and the president of Goldman Sachs or a managing director over at Goldman Sachs died in a horrifically violent way, the Goldman Sachs family might mourn for a couple of months, but they would have instantly had someone to replace that individual. And beyond that, they would have never accepted the public and the people that are investing money. They would have never accepted, well, he's gone, but here's his wife. She already had a hill to climb here, right? Like, this does not make you qualified because you love someone to take on their job. I am not qualified to do what my husband does. That's why I said I wouldn't want to be the CEO and the chairman of a company. Actually, there's a great clip of Jordan Peterson asking that very question. Like, why do women want to be? Like, why would you want to have? It's actually a lot of work and it's very stressful and it's a lot of numbers and you're crunching numbers and you have to be everywhere. Okay. If you want that, great. If you built the company and you're in the room like Charlie Kirk did, and you have proven to the public, like, hey, I built this company, I didn't even go to college, and I've been doing this for over a decade, as Charlie Kirk did, you've earned that street cred, okay? So she already had a hill to climb because now they're saying, well, this is his wife, and so, that's it. Well, now you're going to have to prove that you have the ability to be a CEO and a chairman and not just a wife who we expect emotion from, and you're rightful in that capacity. You are rightful to have emotion. You are rightful to be the aggrieved widow, but you don't get to just be widowed into the position of chairman and CEO. You don't get to respond to, well, in this case, investors, donors who have given money and are asking meaningful questions with, no, you don't get replies right now because this is the Charlie Kirk show, fam. Doesn't work this way, okay? And the broader point removed from Erika, which a lot of these mockingbird influencers seem to be making, is essentially they're saying to us that scientific inquiry and investigation in and of itself is now patently wrong, right? Essentially, we should just trust the state. Don't believe your own instincts. Don't believe your own eyes. Don't ask any questions. And I really want to stress to you guys how utterly ridiculous that logic is, right? Because if we followed that logic in any other situation, there would never be a crime solved ever, okay? If we just ascribe to the idea that scientific investigation is on its face wrong, it would not work. I'll give you a crappy analogy here, but imagine if there's like some young mother and she dies suddenly in the middle of the night, presumably in the middle of the night, and her husband is the first one to report it in the morning, and the cops show up who happen to be his buddies. They get there, and then they dramatically close the case in 48 hours. And neighbors are like, wait a minute. Excuse me, officers. Actually, you might want to know some other facts here about this guy. Like, he's in the mafia. These people would be like, how dare you question the people closest to, he loved her. That's his wife. Being a gang member is not evidence. Why are you saying he's a gang member? It's not evidence. And you get another nosy neighbor who produces evidence that in the middle of the night before she died, they saw the guy outside, the husband outside, removing cameras in the front yard. That's not evidence. Yeah, but I saw him go out in the middle. He put something in his car in the trunk. He was looking shady. That's not evidence. How dare you find that to be suspicious? More nosy neighbors start discussing, and they were like, hey, we heard them. They were having actually a heated argument before she was found dead. I think it was.
Okay, Candace, I get your point of view in regards to this, but I have eyes, ears, and a fucking brain. I've watched you go through some of this stuff, and there's a lot, let's be real, there's a lot of like holding people kind of intellectually hostage, Like, hey, I called him twice, he didn't answer, so you know what? Here's who this guy is. Where it's like almost like a threat if you don't answer Candace Owens' fucking call. It's not an admission of guilt, but you kind of play it off that way, Candace. But okay. Whatever. Also, it's lagging on my end for me. So what I'm going to do is back out and come back in. Major pause. Not for Discord, for YouTube, because it's like a delayed audio on my end. 1 second. Hopefully that's better. All right. Here we go.
About money. All of a sudden, the next thing you know, you got Allie Stuckey from the HOA.
Oh, wow, it's fucking glitching.
She blasts out an email and she says it's unbiblical. It's unbiblical to gossip.
Is she
Hearing
single,
an
though?
argument is not hard evidence. You have no right to discuss it. Yeah, we're the nosy neighbors, okay? We put together a list of 20 verifiable lies that have been told in the weeks following this sudden death event. And yeah, we have some questions. So we're not going to accept Tim Pool jumping on the airwaves with big estrogen energy telling us we're evil because we have like school board elections next Thursday. We're the nosy neighbors. We don't care about the elections coming up. We want to know whether or not we are in bed with people who are capable of murder, people that are capable of covering up murders. Actually, we, the nosy neighbors, feel a little bit less safe in this neighborhood until we know whether or not there are some psychopathic killers in our midst. How about that? That's how I feel.
Has Candace been watching YellBro?
I think that's how a lot of people feel right now. So I want to express that.
The idea.
And
Neighbors?
this psychological campaign
neighbors?
filled with emotional manipulation and how dare you.
I'm so
and
special, y'all.
The aggrieved widow speaks. And so you're not allowed to question a $150 million organization. No, I reject it. I reject that 100%. Which is why I will say it has arrived as a blast of fresh air that on this very same day, Tucker Carlson is standing up to the nonsense. He's not speaking about Erika, obviously. He is friends with Erika.
She's gonna
but
do an
just
ad.
the nonsense of what the FBI is saying, he's wading in and saying, yeah, the FBI is not being clear in what happened. And I have questions because, and I think it feels like a blast of fresh air because and I know many people at home, are seeing all of these people that we followed and we thought that they were heroes, and suddenly this assassination has exposed them all to be frauds. You know, like for the right price, they will join Operation Mockingbird. For me personally, that is how I feel, okay? Like people in the military that I thought were forthright, people that were journalists that I thought were forthright. I just am so let down. And I don't think I would have been able to handle if Tucker Carlson was among those people. You need hard evidence. As if the killer's going to walk in and be like, okay, here's how I did it. Okay, I'm going to give you the hard evidence. I was here, there. Like, what? Instead, Tucker Carlson is coming out and he is blasting the corporate.
Candace, you have to be honest here. Although I don't think she cares to be that honest, right? That level of honesty. But, like, it's not about the questioning of, well, I'm not saying for TPSA. I'm saying for me and my questions about Candace Owens, it's not about questioning the 30-06 or the FBI surveillance tape that they gave us. It's not about questioning that. It's more so you're making a whole bunch of claims and saying, I have the receipts for it, but it's it's in Candace's tip jar, wherever the fuck, right? Or I can't say who it is. Or like, there's been things she said that we haven't seen evidence for yet. She had a whole what's it called, dead man switch thing. So if if something happens to Candace, this whole thing will release. We'll see everything. Like, is there nothing in there, or do you have something there that you're holding back? Yada yada yada. You have the French assassination stuff, right? the Legionnaires. You have that assassination thing. You just brought up a military guy sent me an email telling me about what actually happened here. And it's like, you can say those things, but you don't have actual, people want evidence for that shit. And I understand that people are dick riding Candace right now, but I'm not going to turn my brain off for that. I'm sorry, I'm just not doing that. The other stuff, it's obvious, right? The 30-06 thing, yeah, it's worth, there it is. Okay. That doesn't make sense for a lot of people. That makes more sense to me than some of these other kind of side stories that you're not substantiating, Candace. And that's why you would hear that from regular people. TPUSA, they're doing their own fucking bullshit. Whether it's they're part of a conspiracy or if they're just so loyal to the Trump administration and the FBI and all that shit. We're like, oh, we're not going to say anything except for with these guys. We'll share every little piece of evidence we have, every SD card, every HD camera that had good, visuals of the event. We're only going to trust the FBI with all that. Right? Either way, it's like, yeah, you're kind of stuck, I would think. But still, Candace, some of the things you bring up, it's like where, like you should show evidence for that, shouldn't you? Right? You're not part of the case. There's no gag order on you. You can just say what you want. So why not say it? But all right, here we go. Just waiting for the Tucker
Fed
stuff.
narrative with common sense. He joined Theo Vaughn, and here is what he had to say. Take a listen.
I don't understand the official story at all.
Of his assassination.
I don't understand it, and I want to make sure that there is a truly rigorous and honest federal investigation of it, and I'm definitely concerned about that. A, B, I think that I don't know many of the details, but I know that recently Candace said that Egyptian registered aircraft were following Erika Kirk, Charlie's widow, around for a number of years in different places in the world. That's one of the weirdest things I've ever heard, and I just want to say that is factually true. That's true. So that's like the one data point that I happen to know is true. What does that mean? I have literally no idea. I can't even guess, but that's very, very strange.
And what is Egyptian? It could mean aircrafts from Egypt. Who knows?
I think that they were registered in Egypt.
Got it.
And but that fact is true. So enough. And it also her claim that, there were kind of a disproportionately large number of foreign registered cell phones at the event. That's also true. So what does that add up to? I don't know, but it means that, the FBI has a moral and legal obligation to look in every direction and to be open-minded as you would in any investigation, in journalism, in science. It's all the same process. I don't know the answer, and I'm going to sift through everything as open-mindedly as I can, as honestly as I can, to get to what the truth is. That's science, that's law enforcement, that's journalism. It's all the same. That's justice. And I just want to make sure that is happening, and I just don't have a ton of confidence in the FBI or the men who run it. And I'm not saying that out of ignorance at all.
That's a scary part too.
I'm not alleging anything. I'm just saying I think it's really important that we have that.
That is what authenticity sounds like, and that's what we're doing here. We are investigating. Right? Sometimes you get something wrong, you correct it. But I was right about the Egyptian planes. Yeah. And when you hear Tucker Carlson say that he is confirming that part is true, what I take from that, Tucker Carlson has been very clear. He grew up with CIA agents, okay? This is a guy who grew up in Virginia. His father, he learned after his father died, he thought he was just working with the CIA. No, his father was on the payroll of the CIA. So Tucker's friends are in the state. So you should take it as a concrete fact that there's something up with these Egyptian planes, and they were in fact following around Charlie, and they were following around Erika, as I told you. And that means people in the NSA, the CIA, are confirming that is real. And yet, just last week, what we got from Blake Neff, and I know he's untouchable.
I didn't see those. Okay, I'll be honest, I didn't see those episodes, I guess, of Candace season 3. I didn't see those, so I don't know if that's if CIA guys said like, yeah, it's true. Yeah, we told Candace about this. It's true. I have no idea. Tucker, with his dad being in the CIA, doesn't confirm that either for me. That'd be lazy thinking. I would say, be lazy logic. I think the kids would call it appealing to authority. Yeah, I don't know exactly. As far as her statements about authenticity, which is actually in my wheelhouse, I can't really say. I can't really say. I hope so. But saying words out loud does not make you authentic all of a sudden. Or your dad being in the CIA make you authentic. Or, Tucker's tone of voice does not make him authentic all of a sudden to me. I'm sorry. It doesn't work that way in regards to like my idea of someone being authentic. But, okay. A little bit more, and we're done. We're probably done with this. A little bit more. Here we go.
But I'm going to go ahead and touch that and say, like, this is not okay. The vibe is not right.
Probably going to add soon.
Making a mockery of it. That is what we mean when we say none of this is passing the vibe check with Turning Point USA. There's no clear answers. There's mockery, there's laughter, but there's no clear answers. And the mockery and the laughter is not working. Neither is this idea that, well, now the widow has spoken. We're not dealing with the widow. We want the CEO and the chairman of Turning Point USA to answer. Okay? If you can't compartmentalize, then I don't see how you're going to be able to lead this organization in the future, because Charlie worked. We knew who Charlie was because he was authentic. Okay? He didn't just go, well, I only make time.
That one that's a no-go for me, Candace. Charlie was authentic. I guess authentically scrambling to make sure certain narratives are at the forefront. Yeah. But nothing. I didn't get a whiff from Charlie Kirk. I'm like, oh my God, he's just so real. Nah, son. I'm sorry. Not in that one, Candace. And the same with you. If someone said that about Candace Owens, I'd be like, ha! I'd laugh about it. Honestly, I'd giggle. It's like, nah, I don't get the sense of like true authenticity. I don't get that. Now, if she compares herself to fucking Laura Ingraham or something like that, if you're doing like that stupid shit, that stupid relativity shit, sure, I'm sure she looks like a fucking genius and, oh my God, the smartest person I've ever heard in my life. But in reality, when dealing with like actual regular people, looking at internet personalities, talking on Discord, yada yada yada, nah, I don't. There's nothing that gives me the sign of like, oh my God, what a true self, a true person being themselves. I don't get that sense, personally. I could be wrong, but I leave room for that. But I don't see what signs she's talking about when it comes to Tucker or Charlie or herself. I don't know what signs we're talking about here. But she called out Israel. Does that mean you're a real person? Does it mean you're being real? Does it mean that? Of course not. But don't worry, the fans might show up and help her out anyways. Here's a little bit more. Here we go. I guess.
And for like big pocket donors. Okay. He was sitting college campuses. He was speaking to people, understanding people. He was changing his ideas and he was changing minds. And you are not changing my mind about the fact that something weird happened that day and that TPUSA is acting funny because you give it an impassioned plea and speak about Nehemiah on Fox News. Okay? None of it makes any sense. Anyways, Tucker then goes on and states the obvious predicament further, which is that we just don't have any faith in the government. Take a listen to him discussing some of these lingering questions.
Here's what I am concerned about. A lot of things.
Already,
one, he acted alone. Tell me how that worked. I don't, none of us really act alone.
It's hard to go anywhere by yourself, too.
Thank you. Exactly. He acted totally alone. Okay. You're going to have to prove that to me. It's totally possible. Anything is possible. Weird things have happened. We'll continue to. But that's not my default assumption, and it shouldn't be yours. And their default assumption was we acted alone. Really? Why do you think that? What about life suggests that people typically act almed? When was the last time you acted alone in anything? I don't go, right? So A. B, we know that people had foreknowledge of this because they posted about it on X and said Charlie Kirk is going to be killed on this date.
Is that true?
Yes, it's true.
But were they just guessing? Was it a guessing thing where every day they posted that?
Maybe. Have those people been interviewed? Have they been hauled into FBI HQ and had a long conversation with how they knew that? Like, let's get really specific. Why did you post that? Who have you talked to? Like, if I were doing this investigation, because I spent my whole life doing non-criminal investigations called journalism, like, what do we know is true? How do we find out? Call everybody, be open-minded. It's like it's the same process. If I was doing this investigation, they would be at the very top of the list. Tell me how this guy.
That's very interesting because Candace's thing is the French, the Israelis, the U.S. government and military operation, right? But what Tucker's implying here, as far as his questions go, are implying trans, Antifa, left, furries, whatever. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Forgive me. Yeah, it's like that's where that's going. That's going actually towards the Matt Walsh thing, which initially I thought was the opposite. I'd originally, like, when I played the Tucker video and I read Matt when I read Matt's fucking statements beforehand, I was thinking like, okay, Matt Walsh is like, oh my god, Antifa, the left, crazy liberals, whatever the fuck, right? His whole shtick, his whole fucking brand name style thing. I thought Tucker was like, hey, we should ask questions, you know? Who knows? But now it sounds like Tucker, in this thing at least, is actually implying, yeah, Tara Robinson, but like who else? Were there cars parked outside of the house of, Lance Twiggs and and Tyler Robinson? Would say like, oh, it's far left Antifa. And don't forget, when I did a video about Tucker's little the Trump attempted assassination, right? The Butler, Pennsylvania thing. He implied certain things that were just even false by his own documentary. He just like, oh, it's the left, some sort of Antifa group. While the screen itself actually read as what? "Quote unquote white nationalists, far right, whatever the fuck." And I'm not the one to be up here like I'm gonna pick the right or the left. I don't do that shit. It's stupid to me. It's stupid compared to life. But I will notice when other people do that, and Tucker did that there. Don't worry, as long as you don't insult Candace, boom, you're good. I'm just saying. But all right, here we go. As for the people with brains, here we go.
Who seemed normal became a radical trans furry murderer?
And there it is.
It's not enough to tell me, oh, trans. I'm not pro-trans, by the way.
But was that the guy or his boyfriend?
Well, exactly right. Tell me how this guy became so radicalized that he murdered a stranger. I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm saying I want an explanation for how it happened. Why wouldn't I?
I agree.
Oh, we can't talk about that because it'll prejudice the jury pool. Really, you've told the world that you have both a confession from him in his text to his boyfriend and the murder weapon with his fingerprints on it. I think you got a pretty solid case. Already. So why is it so difficult to just explain? So I have said from the beginning, if you don't like what Candace Owens is saying, why don't you call her and offer a more plausible explanation for what happened? Oh, she's bad. She's bad. Okay. I mean, I like her a lot. I don't think she's bad, but I love her actually. But let's just stipulate she's bad. But why wouldn't you do that? Because
I don't agree with some of the stuff that the rabbit hole she goes down, but I don't
even know.
But I like the fact that she likes to dig in the garden,
Theo, we are in this garden, okay? And we're not getting out of this garden with the Fed slop narrative. We're just not getting out of the garden with trying to emotionally manipulate us and say it's not. This feels like COVID, right? It's not like COVID-19. It's like Candace 19. It's another fake. It's a fake virus. Like, oh, you got infected. You just can't do it.
Rename COVID
6
to
feet
Candace.
social distancing from Candace Owens. We're gonna get every influencer on social media. 6 feet social distancing. Save lives. What are you, a grandma killer? What, you just don't like him? What? And then Tim's all fired up. She's
what a performance.
People are going to die if you don't get this vaccine. And I'm like, I feel like maybe the government's not telling us the truth. We're right back to that, but it's Candace 19. It's Candace 19. That's what it is. And they think that it maybe if they put the little 6 feet social distancing pads in the grocery store, that the PSYOP will win and make us believe that this is like common sense is the virus.
Take a bow.
I'm the common sense virus. It's coming around. It's so evil. Stay at home, wear a mask, save lives. You don't want to catch it. You don't want to catch the common sense, you guys. You don't want to catch it. Anyways, I dare.
Candace,
I'm sorry,
you're
I dare.
on Egyptian plains now.
I have been very careful because I wasn't sure what direction she was going to go. If she was like, I was like, look, she's got a business that she's got to figure out. A lot of people in her ear.
Preventing wars.
Maybe they did this transition.
Or continuing them. Right now, she's on COVID level. She's equating herself to the COVID level, which was a global thing, right? Like basically everybody in the world, in some way, was affected by that, and whether or not sick, but like everybody, it was an issue for everybody, right? That's where she's equating the level of her
Well, you got to
Yes,
stop her, right?
Show.
If there's let's be real, there's an evil government out there, right? Got to stop Candace. You got to, because she's doing too much. She's doing too much exposure. You know what I'm saying, but that's the thing. It does feel kind of vibey, like Candace said, isn't it? A lot more vibey than it is. Here's all the information we can compile here, right? She said,
definitely.
I've heard her
Definitely
say she has
it
receipts
does.
for different things, but
But
that?
from where that okay, so from we see inconsistencies, we know that things are not as they're told, right? Like they're just things that don't fit, right? But
yes, and pause.
To go from there to her conclusions, or not even conclusions, she's more than conclusions. She's like questioning. She's basically making people go into different directions. Right? Like
yeah,
the show has a lot of episodes, so like
it's for the 1 millionth time. It's very TV like. It really is. Not saying a good TV show, just saying very TV show like, where it feels like seasons and it feels like episodes. It does. And I'm sure there's people calling each other up after the show's over, like, oh my God, did you see that? What'd you think? What do you think is going to happen next week or next episode? Right? It like screams that as well. And it's like,
she has told us in the past that she had more information that she would tell us in future episodes, right? Like she said that before.
Hop on tour, bro. This bus ain't waiting for you, bro. Hop on. Pause. Let's go on a ride. Pause again. Okay. Hopefully an ad soon here. I can just
careful because I wasn't sure what direction she was going to go. If she was like, I was like, look, she's got a whole business that she's got to figure out. There's a lot of people in her ear. Maybe they like did this transition too quickly and she's just like keeping her head. Like, no, what she's saying is Turning Point USA is untouchable. And it's a no from me. But you know me. I'm just out here saying what needs to be said. We'll be right back after a brief message from our sponsor.
Okay. Saying what needs to be said. We don't believe you, murder. I don't believe you. But all right. There's your video. I'm done. I'm ready to walk away from this shit. There's your video. Please subscribe if you feel like. Comment. Agree, disagree. Tell me what you think in the comment section. I guess there's a lot here. Some of our critiques and stuff like that. You think Erika Kirk? I'm sure they're gonna make new like McDonald's. Are you Team Batman or Team Joker? Huh? It's gonna be like that, but have fun with that, guys. You can tell me in the comments section. Don't forget to share, support, hopefully donate to all the links in the description box. Also, please check out the Discord link if you want to join that. We are in that Discord right now. And please join if you feel like. All opinions are welcome. There's nothing pornographic or grotesque. That's all I asked for, and obviously everything I showed you in this video will also be linked in that same description box to look at on your own without us pausing, sneezing, sniffling, farting, opinions, blank checks, whatever. If you don't want to hear that shit, please go watch it on your own. I beg you to. And with all that said, give this video a thumbs down. Wee.